And that's why Britain is so interesting, because for two reasons. One, the people who are being invaded and replaced are the native population. They're the Iroquois of the British Isles. They've been here forever. Their ancestors' bones are at Stonehenge. There's no debate about that, though they pretend otherwise, but that's just a fact. So eliminating indigenous populations is like kind of a sin, I thought, but it's happening here and in Ireland and in Scotland and in Wales. A. B.
Hang on, they're not being eliminated.
Of course they are. Look at the birth rates. What are their birth
but
rates?
That's not an elimination.
Of course it is. Over time it is.
Look, that is people taking a decision about their own lives and not having enough children, or as many as they used to have.
Well,
that's not an elimination.
A process.
No one's forcing them.
No.
No one's telling the white population of this country, you can't have more than one child.
Well, that's kind of the point that I'm making.
No, they're not, though.
Well, whatever they're doing, I mean, they're certainly encouraging. They're aggressively encouraging. They're aggressively encouraging homosexuality.
Well, that went off on a tangent, but the main point that Carlson was trying to make was jammed by Morgan. Now, Morgan made a very powerful point. No one is forcing the indigenous people of Britain not to have more children. They are choosing to do that. Now, what they should both agree about is the root cause of this. The root cause is actually individualism. It's a lack of belief in God. It's not a belief which allows people to flourish. The belief in individualism curtails human development. Now, the subsequent impact of that is something we see. Now, in our popular culture, we have been trained from a young age to believe in naturalism and scientism and Darwinism and materialism and feminism, and all of these belief systems impact the way that we think. We become more selfish, we become self-centered, we don't want to sacrifice for our children, we don't want to have nuclear families. Families are only able to flourish in an environment in which you don't have mass fornication, you don't have mass sexual immorality. In these systems, you cannot actually have a flourishing nuclear family. So rather than blaming a particular segment of society for having more children, we should actually think the reason why the birth rates are going down is because we have left the belief in God. That's the fundamental point. It's not about race. It's not about these other tangential issues. It is about the belief in the one God, and that belief is what's going to lead to a flourishing society in which people are going to be more peaceful, more happier, have more children, and we are not going to be at each other's necks. We are rather going to work together.